Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for Los Angeles. And one of the better young two-way big men in the...
Probably be more of a backline help.
Now with his 7'4" wingspan, Jackson has all the tools to be an elite rim protector.
But advanced understanding of positioning. His father was an NBA player, so he's been taught the game from a young age.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Lakers?
They didn't need any time to warm up from long range today. Their three-point shooting has been terrific in the first half.
Yeah, and they've also balanced that, though, guys, with the attack off the bounce as well to get them some points.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So, on the floor for Memphis, they've got Anderson. Jones is out there with DeAnthony Melton. Then it's Williams. And it's Tillman in at the 5 down low. Here's Melton, following the basket by LeBron James. Melton kicks to Williams, 6 to shoot. Anderson dishes to Williams. No good there. Great D that time from Green. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Fires for 3. He's just scored his first basket with that shot, making him 1 for 4. And you look at the 2021 draft class, just some unbelievable talent at the top.
I mean, Cade Cunningham, for me, probably is the consensus best player. But, man, you got guys like Suggs and Green and Kuminga with that rare athleticism. And how about Mobley? He really defines what a modern-day big is supposed to be. I mean, what more could you want?
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. Morant finds Adams.
With the ball in his hands, Ja draws so much defensive attention. Got his teammate a clean look.
James looking around. And there's the drive. The Grizzlies pull it in.
Woo, blown opportunity right there. Won't get many chances easier than that one.
Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in, and Davis sends it back.
This is what AD gives you at that end. He's made the all-defensive first team multiple times.
None passes to James. 2 points, that one goes. LeBron's got the lead up to 10 now for the Lakers.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And here is Brooks. He's got 7 over James. The Lakers with the rebound. Davis has got 6 rebounds here tonight. None passes to LeBron. Adams against George. Takes it inside.
So smart with the ball in his hands. George reads the floor well and takes advantage of what's there.
Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
It's a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Paul George has taken some heat in recent years. He says people get so caught up in what other folks think. I'm Paul George. I don't care to be anybody else. I am who I am. You love it or you don't. Simple as that. Guys, with his play on the floor, he has answered all of his critics.
He is certainly playing at an elite level. PA, thank you. It's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
Now here's LeBron. He has 6. Davis finds Monk. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
Great pass. We talk about AD's guard-like skills. That includes his floor vision.
And the intensity Steven Adams brings onto the court with him is obvious. He doesn't let the game come to him. He wants to dictate tempo.
And Greg, that's a quality that served him well. He had a lot to prove when he came into this league. He had to be assertive early on. That attitude has never left him. He still is an intimidator.
Brooks feeling it out a bit. From deep. That shot, no good. And the Lakers going the other way now. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip. And George, here we go. The rebound by Steven Adams. The Grizzlies trail by 11. Here's Bane. And it's Memphis with another.
And you can see the defense broke down there, allowing him to get all the way to the hoop.
Here's Monk. That's his 4th basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots, off to a good start.
And he's far from the biggest player, but Monk knows he has what it takes to score from there. And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Now, here is George. He's got 10. On the wing, Monk. Davis against Adams. Just 5 on the clock. Puts it up from 12. They grab their own miss. Davis kicks to Monk. Back to Davis. Over Adams. Adams, some nice D.
Very surprising. He gets the ball where he wants it in a decent matchup.
Here's Bane. Monk defending. Adams trying to free himself up. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Last time they met was in Los Angeles.
Well, last time out they got to
That is just nasty.
the athleticism on that finish.
Yes. Letting it all hang out when George takes flight. Just enjoy the show.
Awesome display of athleticism captured by our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Buries the long-range jumper. Morant's got 5 points in the quarter.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
Tyus Jones, he's checked in for Bane. And then for the Lakers, DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for James. Howard comes in for Anthony Davis. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Kendrick Nunn. Now, here is George. He picked up 21 points in their last win against Boston.
He's given a great lift to this offense tonight. Very, very efficient.
Here's Jones. It's a 10-point game. Brooks outside. From 8. Here's Jackson. And the rejection by Cousins.
When DeMarcus Cousins is blocking shots, this defense takes on a whole different attitude.
Jackson from long range. Brooks grabs the board. And for the Grizzlies, they come in off a good outing against Dallas. Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession. And now, in the first half of December, more games under our belt. The power rankings starting to take shape. You take a look at the Nets. They're moving on up, 4th spot in the rankings this time around.
And when you look at Los Angeles, they are rolling, showing a lot of belief in themselves. The fan base is energized. We'll see if they can keep this up.
And Cousins gets it to go.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Outside Jackson. Back to Morant. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. And that's 12 points for John Morant.
Efficient performance from him. Not the case for everyone else on his team.
Jackson kicks to George. 1:29 left in the second quarter. And George with the stuff.
What a silky move by Paul George. He really had the ball on a string.
Here's Morant. And finished off by Morant.
Dunks aren't always for the big fellas.
A serious power move from the point.
Forget just laying it in. He wanted to make a statement.
Cousins. It's rebounded by Memphis. Adams has got 6 rebounds in the game from 12 feet out. George looking over the floor. Kicks to Howard. Jackson, that's a 2-pointer. Offensive rebound. There's the pass to George. Monk with the ball. Adams on him. And then Monk with the dunk.
And how committed is Monk there on the attack to the rim. When he puts it on the deck, he's looking to take it all the way.
Now here's Morant. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Dallas. It's good. Morant's got 16.
They're still behind, but not because of his efforts. He's been unbelievable this quarter.
Definitely got to use the clock here and get the last shot.
But you know, this is where your patience is tested. If you shoot too quickly, you give your opponent a chance to close out the quarter.
And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. To the middle. Oh, and here comes Monk all alone. Good D by Jones.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Yes, getting a little ahead of himself on that play.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers going into the break with a 10-point lead. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. We'll return shortly.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. You're watching the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. Paul George taking care of business in this one. He had 16 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 assist. Shaq, what'd you think about the Lakers?
I have to admit it, I did not see this coming. They've done more than just hanging there. They've been the better team in a few areas. They just can't rest on this lead, though. I'm real real.
And now, Kenny, let's get your beat. And that does it for our halftime.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. You look at Paul George in this game, guys, he's been everywhere.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
Taking a look at the Lakers. Davis and Cousins down low at the 4 and the 5. Malik Monk out there with LeBron James. And it's George in at the small forward. Good on the 3-point shot.
This is what you get from Cousins, a big man who can catch, face up, and deliver.
Morant against James. And then Morant slams it in.
As creative as they come, Ja Morant has a style that's specifically his.
Awesome rewind courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. James dishes to Cousins. Monk for 3. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got his 7th rebound here tonight. There's the lob to Jackson. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Putting that 7'4" wingspan to good use. Jaren Jackson with the easy catch and flush.
And after suffering that knee injury in the bubble back in 2020, Jackson worked his way back steep.
That's always one of the toughest parts of the game, dealing with serious injury when you're young. They're hoping he can remain healthy because he's a foundational piece moving forward.
Grizzlies making a switch here. Tillman's checked in.
And really, is there anything LeBron can't do? One of the most versatile players the game has ever seen.
It's Morant with the drive. LeBron with the block. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. Anderson, he's checked in for Memphis.
Coming onto the floor for your Grizzlies, Kyle Anderson.
Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. Shot clock at 6. Tillman's shot is off. And here's James. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. George with the ball. 16 points for him.
Some scouts were surprised when Jackson's wingspan was measured over 7'5". That's a huge number, especially when you talk about contested shots.
Some changes. For Memphis, Williams comes in for Jackson. And it's DeAnthony Melton in for Morant. Now a timeout called by Memphis.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Critical part of the game. You have to be flexible. You have to be able to adjust what you're doing.
And it's the Lakers on the break. Green, the pass to Cousins. Lakers working the ball around now. Ron right side. Fades back. Count it. James has got 10.
Look at the stroke on LeBron's mid-range jumper. That's why this look is an easy option for him.
Anderson outside. Driving in, and Anderson slams it in.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Especially if the defense is going to allow you to do it. Have to switch on that play.
And then Cousins with the dunk.
Natural-born finisher DeMarcus Cousins bringing the hammer.
The Grizzlies trail by 11. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Driving to the basket. Bane passes to Anderson and finished off by Anderson.
And cutting into the lead with the big one-hand throwdown.
That's how you get your team back into it. Out to the right wing. Here's Reeves. He's guarded by Melton. Anderson against LeBron. Davis kicks to Cousins. That three off the mark.